Hi, my name's Stephen Mitchell and I'm a primary teacher currently working in North Ayrshire. And I have the pleasure today of reading a story to you all called The Enormous Turnip. Once upon a time there was a farmer. On his farm there were lots of sheep and cows, and their very favourite food to eat was turnips. The farmer thought long and hard and finally decided to try and grow his own turnips to give to his animals. In the springtime, he dug the soil, he bought turnip seeds and planted them very gently in rows in the soil. Each day he watered the seeds, looking after them very carefully. Soon, small green leaves started to appear through the soil, and with each passing day the leaves of the turnips grew taller and taller. Some turnips were very small, some were medium-sized, but there was one turnip which grew faster than the others, and its leaves were very tall and green. By the early summer, when it was time to pick the turnips, the already big turnip had become an enormous turnip. The farmer decided to pick that one first and celebrate by having turnip stew for dinner, before keeping the rest for the sheep and the cows. The farmer pulled at the green leaves of the enormous turnip, but the turnip did not move. He tried again, but it would still not budge. The farmer was big and strong, so he was surprised that he couldn't get the turnip out the ground. But he wouldn't give up. He often sang while he worked, so he thought for a moment, remembered that the Scots word for turnip is neep, and he sang, "Pull, pull, pull at the neep, we want to have some food to eat." But the turnip still would not move. So he went back to the farmhouse and he asked his wife to come and help. She was also used to hard work and was strong. Once again, he held the green leaves of the enormous turnip in his hands, and his wife held on to him. Together, the two of them pulled, and this time sang, "Pull, pull, pull at the neep, the root has grown down so deep." The turnip still would not move. So the farmer's wife went to the cowshed where the granddaughter was milking the cows and called for her to come and help them. The granddaughter helped with many chores and had strong arms. She held on to the farmer's wife, and the wife held on to the farmer. Together the three of them pulled this time and sang the song, "Pull, pull, pull at the neep, it will make a meal that's cheap." The turnip would still not move. So the farmer's granddaughter went to the cowshed and called on one of the cows to come and help them. The cow held on to the granddaughter, who held on to the farmer's wife, and the wife held on to the farmer. Together, the four of them pulled, and this time sang, "Pull, pull, pull at the neep, without some food we're sure to weep." But the turnip still would not move. So the cow went to the field and called on one of the sheep to come and help them. The sheep held on to the cow, who held on to the granddaughter, who held on to the farmer's wife, who held on to the farmer. And together, the five of them pulled and sang, "Pull, pull, pull at the neep, people, cow, and now a sheep." But the turnip still would not move. So the sheep went to the kitchen and called to the cat to come and help them. The cat held on to the sheep, who held on to the cow, who held on to the granddaughter, who held on to the farmer's wife, who held on to the farmer, and together the six of them pulled and sang the song, "Pull, pull, pull at the neep, we need to see more than a peep." And still the turnip would not move. The cat thought long and hard. Then the cat went to the barn and called on one of the mice to come and help them. The tiny mouse held on to the cat held on to the sheep held on to the cow onto the granddaughter held on to the farmer's wife, and the farmer's wife held on to the farmer. And together, the 7 of them pulled and sang the song, pull, pull, pull at the neap, and now we've landed in a heap. Because the turnip came out. So the tiny mouse had helped him pull out the enormous turnip, which just shows that even the smallest of us can help, and shows just what good teamwork can do. Thanks for listening, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the story of the enormous turnip.